I was speaking to a man over the festive period, and this man was talking to me about beauty standards and about what he likes in a woman. And he started telling me that he doesn't like women who make up, who fix their nails, toenails, who, wear wigs, who have BBLs, who do any form of, attachment to their body. So you should be natural or close to natural. And it was really interesting for me because I started like digging deeper. I was like, so even toenails is like, you see toenails, like when women fix their toenails or fix their nails, their fingernails, you see it as fake. He said, yes, that he sees it as fake and the woman is already a liar, because why are you coming to me saying that, oh, you want me to be honest, you want me to be truthful with you, and you are fixing your nails and you're making up. You're already telling the first lie by covering your face with foundation, bronzers, eyeshadows, lipstick, lip gloss, and also carrying fake nails on your nails. And while that was, I know a lot of women are like, who is that man? And why are you even still having a conversation with him? But I think it's important to, have conversations with people who don't have your school of thought and people you wouldn't agree with on a normal day, because then you get to learn how you can see where they're coming from and learn whether you can actually defend your own school of thought. Not in an argumentative way, but the school of thought you have, can you actually defend it, or are you just saying it because you heard another person say it? Have you thought deeply about what you're saying? That's why it's great to have conversations. So sometimes when I'm having conversations with people, I'm just like, Chiwede, that thing you just said now, it did not make sense because you didn't think deeply about it. You have never thought about it. You heard it in the podcast and now you're regurgitating it back. But that's by the ways. What I learned from this conversation was, during that conversation with this man, there was another man in that room with us. And this other man disagreed with what the first man said. This second man said that he loves his women made up, not outrageously or brashly made up, but made up in a beautiful way, in a way that fits their skin tone, the color of the clothes they're wearing, like made up in a way that is attractive and put together. He loves his women, with nails. Let her fix her nails. Let her fix her toenails, her fingernails. Let her wear the wigs. BBL, he scratched, plastic surgery still has like a bad PR in this part of the world. What do I think about plastic surgery? I don't have a thought on it yet. I just think that if you're going to get plastic surgery, please make sure you're going to the right doctors. Plastic surgery, just like with everything concerning health, it can end up bad, even if you went to the best doctor or you went to the best hospital. And be rest assured that it is not really about your body. It is also about your mind. So there's a big possibility that you would finish doing that plastic surgery, finish, enhancing your butt, enhance your breast and everything, and you still feel low about yourself. So it's more about what you think about yourself than what is in your body. Of course, sometimes when you dress good or look good in the mirror, it increases your confidence, but your confidence should actually emanate from your mind. So he scrapped BBL, and having those two contrasts in the room, this man saying that he doesn't like any form of, attachment to a woman's body. Now, when I'm saying attachment, I don't mean hair attachment. I mean any form of attachment to, the natural body. And for this other man, he's saying he likes it. He likes when women go out of their way, go the extra mile to, enhance their beauty. And I was thinking, this man will go out into the world, meet women, and if that woman does not know who she is or how she likes herself to be, she would think when this man approach her and woo her and they start dating and they have a problem, she would think she's the problem, not knowing that it was never about how she looked, but it was more about what this man liked. The second man who likes makeup can meet a woman who loves to be utterly natural and tell her she is not beautiful enough or she's not as feminine as she's meant to be. The other guy who does not like makeup will meet a woman that makes up, loves fixing her nails and everything, and tell her that she's living a fake life, that she's a liar, that all those things she applied don't make her beautiful. And I just came to the conclusion during that conversation that this is for my girlies. And if you're listening, you can also pick one or two from this. I just came to the conclusion that as a human being on earth, do your thing. As a human being on earth, do your thing, because you meet somebody that does not like the thing that you stand for. And if you are not convicted of what you stand for, if you're not sure of what you stand for, if you don't like what you stand for, if you have not owned what you stand for, the people that don't like what you stand for can easily sway you and tell you that what you stand for is trash. But guess what? There are other people that like, love, adore, honor what you stand for. A woman that is natural should be natural because she loves to be natural, because that's how she likes herself, because she can't be caught doing makeup because she does not see the fuss with makeup. She's not judging other people with makeup, but her as she is. Being natural is what makes her happy. She loves herself like that. And if she meets a guy that likes makeup, that then tells her that the way she's natural is not good, that guy should bounce, because she is not his target audience. She's not his kind of person. And I wonder why a lot of us always go for things that we don't like. So it's very obvious that you don't like people with makeup. Why are you toasting a girl with makeup? Why do we want to change people? Why do we want to morph people into what we want them to be? Why is this hero complex a thing that we have? And so instead of the back and forth, look for your people. You love makeup, look for people that like makeup too. You don't like makeup, look for people that don't fancy makeup. And this is how people will now come on social media and be giving their think pieces on things. And then you start having this identity crisis, this, what should I do? Should I do makeup? Should I not do makeup? Should I dress like this? Should I not dress like this? Should I speak like this? Should I not speak like this? And that is where self-discovery comes to play. Discover what exactly you want for yourself. Who are you exactly? Do I like makeup? Do I like to be natural? And if you have established what exactly you like, in the course of your life, if you meet people that do not like how you are, tell them bye. Let them bounce. Because you can't be caught trying to change, morph, conform into an ideology a person has. If you love makeup, love it with your life. You know you're not living a lie. You know you love to enhance your beauty. If you decide to go natural, let it be your decision. Not because somebody just came into your life and told you that, oh, I love women natural, but you like makeup. So most of the times, these things happen to make us question our self-identity, how we view ourselves, how we look at ourselves, and stuff like that. But I'm just saying today that discover what exactly you want for yourself. And anybody that doesn't like it, anybody that doesn't align with it, anybody that speaks down on it, do not even waste your time to start explaining yourself to them. Anybody that likes it will get it immediately. There is no need for the explanation, because everybody clearly knows what they want. Everybody clearly knows what they are doing. If the first man is toasting a girl and goes to a girl that likes makeup, he knows what he's doing. And you, as the other person listening, as you're hearing him talk about makeup and everything, you already know that this person is not your person. Now, this is beyond makeup. This is about every other thing in life. Most especially when the person speaks in a very condescending, disrespectful way to you, just because of something you stand for. Do not even entertain any form of relationship with them. Because it's very obvious this person wants to get into this situation to make me feel small and to, make me feel unsure about what I stand for, what I like. Of course, there are special scenarios or special issues, but in the most basic form, go for what you like. To thy own self be true. Know what you like and go for people that like it too. Let's not be caught trying to change other people. So you when you met her the first time, you knew she was a content creator, but you know that you don't like content creators. You don't like people that carry camera around or have podcasts sharing their lives on the internet. But see, you still got into a relationship with that person. Does it make sense to you? You know she's a content creator. So what is your plan now? When you enter a relationship with her, you now tell her to stop creating content. I mean, those things happen. But you met her creating content. That was what she was doing. I also need to beg my women, don't be so desperate for love that you lose your essence. You lose what God brought you into this earth for because a man is proffering love to you. Love with condition. Love that comes with, a knife to kill your dreams. Don't go for that kind of love. It is wicked. It is a wicked love. A love that sees that, it's not even love, something that sees that you have something they will not be comfortable with, but they get into it because they think they can change you by speaking down on you. That's wicked. So decide to figure out who you are. Because once you have figured out who you are, what you stand for, of course, it's not something you figure out in a day. It's like a continual process by asking questions, by seeing yourself, how you react in situations. When you do that, when people come to you wanting to run mad, wanting to confuse you about who you are, be bold enough to look them in the face and say, I'm not going to allow you to do that. No, I cannot apply makeup because I don't like it. I love the way I am natural. Anybody that doesn't like it, bounce, get out. Is it strict? Whatever.